Good evening, students. Today we are going to discuss about the reflecting type telescopes. As we know that there are two types of reflecting telescope. Number one, Cassegrain telescope. Number two, Newtonian telescope. So we shall first begin with Cassegrain telescope. This telescope is consisted of a very large aperture concave mirror. This mirror is used as the objective of the telescope and is also known as primary mirror. This mirror consists a hole at the pole. A secondary convex mirror is placed near the focus of this mirror on the principal axis. This mirror is used as deviator and the eyepiece of this telescope is used as a convex lens. So Cassegrain telescope. This telescope is consisted of a large aperture concave mirror with a hole at its pole. This concave mirror is called primary mirror and that is used as an objective. A convex mirror is used as a deviator. A convex mirror that we call secondary mirror is fixed near the focus of concave mirror and this is used to deviate the rays to the eyepiece. And a convex lens of a small aperture and small focal length used as an eyepiece. So this is the construction of a Cassegrain telescope. Let us see the ray diagram. Ray diagram of the Cassegrain telescope is shown in the figure. Here it is the outline. This is a paraboloidal concave mirror having hole at pole. A convex mirror is placed near the focus of concave mirror. This convex mirror is used as a deviator. It deviates the rays to the eyepiece. Eyepiece is a convex lens which is placed near the pole. Now the working. The rays from a distant object are coming parallel and when these rays are incident on the concave mirror converts them to its focus. But before the rays reach to focus, the convex mirror intercepts the rays and further reflect them to make the image near the pole of the concave mirror. This image works as the object for eyepiece and eyepiece further makes its virtual, erect and magnified image either at D or at infinity depending upon the setting. So this image should be formed within the focal plane of eyepiece. So this is the working of the Cassegrain telescope. Magnifying power of Cassegrain telescope is given by the same formula as we are getting in the astronomical telescope. When magnifying power is calculated in the near point mode, then M is written as minus FO upon FE into 1 plus FE upon D. The same formula is used in astronomical telescope also. Far point mode, M can be written as minus FO upon FE and we know FO focal length of objective. Objective is a concave mirror and we know in the concave mirror or in the mirrors the focal length of convex mirror is half of its radius of curvature. So FO can be replaced by R upon 2. So R upon 2 FE. So we can replace FO by R by 2. R is radius of curvature. Now here some certain points to note about the Cassegrain telescope. Cassegrain telescope में पहला note है the purpose of convex mirror. Convex mirror का purpose is just to deviate the rays reflected by the concave mirror. Concave mirror जिन rays को reflect करता है, convex mirror उन rays को just deviate करता है to form the image. Number 2, the telescope gives horizontal view. ये telescope horizontal view देता है, यानी horizontal view में use होगा. Number 3, the concave mirror used as objective is a paraboloidal mirror. Paraboloidal mirror means ये parabolic mirror है to avoid any spherical aberration. अगर मैं large aperture का spherical mirror यहाँ पर use करता हूँ, तो spherical mirrors के साथ में spherical aberration आती है और इमेज डिस्टॉर्ट हो सकती है. दैट्स व्हाई हम यहाँ पर पैराबोलॉइडल मिरर को यूज करते हैं या पैराबोलिकल मिरर यूज करते हैं. तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द कैसेग्राइन टेलीस्कोप. लेट अस सी द न्यूटोनियन टेलीस्कोप. After studying about Cassegrain telescope, now it's time to study about Newtonian telescope. Newtonian telescope is almost identical to Cassegrain telescope. Only few differences are there. In Cassegrain telescope, a secondary mirror is used as a convex mirror, whereas here the secondary mirror is a plane mirror or a poroprism. Also, in Cassegrain telescope, horizontal view is there. This telescope is used for normal view. Newtonian telescope, this telescope is consisted of a large aperture concave mirror, paraboloidal mirror as an objective. This time concave mirror does not have any hole at the pole, and a plane mirror as a deviator or a poroprism as a deviator, and a convex lens of small aperture and small focal length as eyepiece. The diagram of Newtonian telescope is given in the figure. Here there is a large aperture concave mirror used as an objective, and near the focus of concave mirror a plane mirror is placed, making an angle of 45 degree with the principal axis, and this mirror is set near to the focus of concave mirror. This mirror is used to deviate the rays by 90 degree, and in the vertical arrangement there is a convex lens of small aperture and small focal length set as an eyepiece. Now working, when the telescope is guided towards the object, the parallel rays coming from the object are made incident on the concave mirror. Concave mirror converts the rays to its focus, but rays before reaching the focus are deviated by a plane mirror or a poroprism. These rays are so deviated that they are making image near the boundary wall of the telescope, and this image is forming within the focal plane of eyepiece. Eyepiece use this image as an object and make its virtual erected magnified image either at D or at infinity depending upon the setting. So this is the Newtonian telescope. Now magnifying power is again the same. Magnifying power in the near point mode is given by m equal to minus FO upon FE 1 plus FE upon D, or in far point mode it is m equal to minus FO upon FE. Once again I can replace FO with R by 2. कॉन्केव मिरर का रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर का हाफ इसका फोकल लेंथ होगा, तो FO फोकल लेंथ ऑफ कॉन्केव मिरर या ऑब्जेक्टिव इज हाफ ऑफ रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर, यानी FO can be replaced by R by 2. Here are once again some note points. The purpose of plane mirror or poroprism is just to deviate the rays reflected by the concave mirror, or you can call it objective. Number 2, the telescope gives the vertical view that is 90 degree to the object. जिधर object रखा है उसके perpendicular view होगा. And number 3, the concave mirror used as the objective is a paraboloidal mirror, and the purpose of taking paraboloidal mirror is to avoid spherical aberration. So this is all about Newtonian telescope. Now we shall study some advantages of reflecting telescopes. Advantages of reflecting telescopes over refracting telescopes. Why do we prefer reflecting telescopes over refracting telescopes? What are their advantages? Let us see. Number 1, a concave mirror can be made very large aperture as compared to a convex lens very easily. A concave mirror can be made very easily just by polishing a surface with silver. Number 2, due to large aperture objective, The light gathering capacity of reflecting telescope is much larger as that of refracting telescope, and since light gathering capacity is high, so the image quality will be very good. Number 3, these are comparatively lighter and economic, since making of large aperture lens requires a very fine material and very large amount of fine material, fine glass, that is very costly. Also, to make the large aperture mirror, it requires large quantity of the material. Hence, the weight increases. A large aperture lens becomes very bulky as well as very costly. As compared to the lens, the large aperture mirror is quite cheaper and quite lighter. So we can say these telescopes are quite lighter and economic. Mounting of a large aperture convex lens is very difficult, as the mount can break the boundary and this may affect its aperture. Mounting of a convex lens is very difficult, whereas the mounting of a concave mirror is quite easier. So we can say these telescopes can be mounted easily. Because of the large aperture of the objective, the resolving power of these telescopes is much higher than that of refracting telescopes. Because जितनी कॉस्ट में एक कॉन्वेक्स मिरर आता है, कॉन्वेक्स लेंस आता है, उसी कॉस्ट में उससे 4 गुना बड़े अपर्चर का कॉन्केव मिरर लाया जा सकता है. जितना बल्क, जितना वेट एक कॉन्वेक्स लेंस का होता है उससे कहीं ज्यादा बड़ा कॉन्केव मिरर उससे हल्का वेट करता है, तो इसका अपर्चर बढ़ने से इसकी रिजॉल्विंग पावर बड़ी हो जाती है, हाई हो जाती है. नंबर 6, the use of mirror instead of a lens reduces the chromatic aberration. अगर लेंस हम बड़े अपर्चर का लेते तो उसका विड्थ बढ़ जाता है, एक थिक लेंस बनता है, मोटा लेंस बनता है. लेंस मेकर्स फॉर्मूले से आपने पढ़ा, अगर फोकल लेंथ बढ़ाएंगे, अपर्चर बढ़ाएंगे तो उसका रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर भी बढ़ेगा, और रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर बढ़ेगा यानी लेंस की मोटाई कहीं ना कहीं हमें बढ़ानी पड़ेगी. अगर अपर्चर बढ़ता है तो फोकल लेंथ मेंटेन करने के लिए हमें रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर को बढ़ाना पड़ता है. दैट मींस लेंस बिकम थिकर, और थिक लेंस की वजह से इसमें क्रोमेटिक एब्रेशन आने लगता है, यानी इसमें डिस्पर्सन होने लगता है, जिसकी वजह से व्हाइट ऑब्जेक्ट की इमेज कलर्ड बनने लगती है. तो दैट वी कॉल क्रोमेटिक एब्रेशन. बट मिरर में क्रोमेटिक एब्रेशन नहीं होता, इसलिए कॉनकेव मिरर का यूज इसके क्रोमेटिक एब्रेशन को घटाता है. हाँ, कॉनकेव मिरर अगर हम स्फेरिकल लेते तो इसमें स्फेरिकल एब्रेशन की प्रॉब्लम होती है. बड़े अपर्चर के मिरर्स में स्फेरिकल एब्रेशन हो जाता है, यानी इमेज या तो राउंड बनता है या फ्लैट बनता है, वो लंबा हो जाता है, यानी उसमें कहीं ना कहीं एक कमी आती है. बट यूज ऑफ पैराबोलॉइडल मिरर reduces the spherical aberration also. So this way we can say these telescopes are better than the refracting telescopes because they are lighter, they are cheaper, they have high light gathering capacity, they have high resolving power, and they do not have the chromatic aberration. Disadvantages: reflecting telescopes has following disadvantages. Number 1, a large aperture mirror produces spherical aberration. जितना अपर्चर बड़ा होता जाएगा spherical aberration बढ़ता जाएगा. These telescopes are not much user friendly. ये उतने यूजर फ्रेंडली नहीं है जितने हमारे रिफ्लेक्टिंग टेलीस्कोप्स हैं, because they need frequent adjustments. क्योंकि रिफ्लेक्शन के साथ हमें जल्दी जल्दी इसमें एडजस्टमेंट करने होते हैं, means they need frequent adjustments. Number 3, these are comparatively less durable. ये telescopes कम durable है as compared to the refracting telescopes because the polish of the mirror may fade with the time. So these were disadvantages of reflecting telescopes over refracting telescopes. So this is all about the study of telescopes. Hope you got it. Thank you for watching.